I've done this before, right? I always talk about how I'm not a crafter that has a lot of time, but every time I see these die sets, I'm like hooked. I buy them all the time, and then when I need them, I have no idea where they are. So how about a wonderful little desk mate or a desk assistant? This is called the Desk Maid. It's a wonderful way to protect and to store your dies. So it's like a die file or a filing cabinet. It's like furniture for your desk. Yes, you can lay it down like this. You can use it horizontally or vertically. What you're gonna get today is not only your desk-made die file, but you're also going to get 60 of these magnetic strips to make it easy for you to go ahead and keep those nice and organized. So each file, you can pop those strips on it, just makes it really easy. And now, you know, you're not buying dies over and over again, because now when you need them, you can find them. And if you've got thousands and thousands of dies and you're like, that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface, sure, a lot of you have picked up more than one of these, but this is a way to keep the ones you use most often, or the everyday ones. Keep the other ones in the binders, but this is the one, you know the ones that you reach for time and time again. This is from TotallyTiffany. This is 765-422. And I do have the president and the founder and owner of the company, Tiffany Spalding, standing by. I know, Tiffany, you are a master at organization. I know that you've been teaching crafting for many years now. What a smart way to organize our stuff, because not only are you protecting those dies, you know where they are when you need them. You're protecting your investment. Now you're not rebuying them over and over again.
Absolutely. The Die File has been a huge success. We launched it on HSN, I think, last year or the year before, but it is your go-to place for all those dies. Like Stephanie was saying, these are the dies you're going to leave out. These are the ones you're going to go for all the time. So there are people who have multiple units. You can stack 2 units together and they'll fit right in your cube storage. You could fill your room with die files. They have the nice tab at the end. Well, let me just show you really quickly. So your panels are going to slide out. Your die panels are going to slide out. They're going to come blank like this, and then you're going to take those magnetic strips and you're going to apply them however you need them spaced out based on the dies you're going to store on that panel. They're just adhesive on the back, so you just want to wipe down each panel with a damp cloth, and then you're going to stick that magnet. You're going to pull the adhesive strip off the back and stick it down wherever you need it. You know, it isn't that exciting to see this all white. I'm going to show you them loaded up in 1 second, but I do want to also show you that we have this panel sleeves back. So this is a big plastic pocket that you're going to be able to slide your panel into if you're going to an event. You don't have to take your whole box. Just take the panel that you want to work with. So there are 10 panels in each box. You're getting 60 magnets. I'm going to really recommend that you buy the additional 60 magnets, because you can put magnets on both the top and bottom, so you can maximize all the space in your cube. Right? That's one of my mantras. Yeah. Yeah. Top to bottom, back to front, left to right. Fill it up. Put 2 together. Put them in your cube, and you'll have thousands of dollars worth of dies at your fingertips. So speaking of Stephanie, I'm going to pull this out. So a couple little tricks, right? This is the reason we watch HSN. So this is Stephanie's Celebrate alphabet, and it has all those shadows that she's famous for. But when you look at alphabet dies, it's hard to know exactly what letter is what. They're backwards, they're upside down. So if you just make a little template to cover over those dies, now you can see what they look like. You can see what the dies look like. You can see how big they are. You can even take your template and lay it over your project to make sure that size of die is going to fit exactly how you want it to fit. So just a great way to store whole collections like this. And then I just took her little booklet, which you were talking about. She has these beautiful little booklets that come with the products. I just put it right on top, and now everything's there together. But just really a great way. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, show us another one. Because imagine, it's like a little bit of die set, you know, zen, right? When you know exactly what you're looking for, when you can find it right when you need it. And you'll see, and remember, you can buy additional. You will get 60 of the magnetic strips. We do have them in stock. You can buy more of these. And then don't forget to add the envelopes to your purchase today. It's a separate purchase. But now, if you do need to travel, you pop that sleeve or that disc or that layer out, and you pop it in your envelope so that you can take with you. You don't have to take your whole TotallyTiffany desk made with you wherever you go. So ask about those envelopes as well. But you know, Tiffany, you are a master of organization. And the truth is that when you are organized as a crafter, and once again, man, I wish I had more time to create. But when you are organized, if you even have a little bit of time, you know, you get more done when you know where everything is.
Absolutely. You get more done. You have more fun. You feel better about what you're doing. You use more of your supplies. Organization really is the key. And the other thing is you feel better because you are using more of your supplies, right? So here's another panel of dies, another example. I put the magnet strips on the back of this so it'd stick over. But look at these sentiment dies. You can't read those. You have no idea what they say. So you make a template that goes over the top. This is just from the packaging. These are Crafter's Companion dies. Now I know what all those sentiments mean. But on the back side, I've got all of my border dies, right? So the other thing I want to point out is that you can see down here, this magnet is shorter. So if you just need, you can cut them to be exactly what you need to hold them on. Now, why did we go with a strip of magnet instead of a full sheet of magnet? Two reasons. The first reason is magnet is heavy, and when you don't want to add all that weight. This is already a heavy piece of equipment. Like you said, it's furniture. But the big reason is because now we have a little bit of a lip under the die. So you know if you have magnets on a flat die, it's hard to get them off. Well, with that little bit of a lip, whether you use your fingernail or another die, you can just get under that die. Sorry, I have this one in my hand. Let me move that over. You can just get under that die with your fingernail and pop it right off and put it right back. So, right, you're not fighting that, scraping them off. But it doesn't matter. You can group by theme. You can group by holiday. You can group by designer. You can make the template. Sorry, I got to turn this around so I can slide it in straight so it'll go right back in the box. It's great to have it on the rotating design board, but it also puts me out of weird, I might have to take it off the design board every time I roll it there.
I know, and I was trying to do it backwards too, so I was struggling as well. Here's the thing too, you can lay one on top of the other. You can lay them side by side. It is meant to lay down like this, but there are some of you that prefer to keep it like this. So however you like to use it, you can absolutely do that. Pretty much it is meant to be your assistant, right? And to keep everything nice and organized. You can see you've got all those panels there. Not only will you get those panels, it's like furniture for your desk or for your crafting room. You get 60 of the magnetic strips. You just go ahead and decide where you want to go ahead and stick those. It's like peel and stick, nice and easy, like a little sticker. And this way too, you know, depending on the size of your dies, you put those wherever you need those to go. I have additional strips if you want to pick those up now, or maybe you're buying more than one, or you've already purchased something similar to this, you just want those strips. They are available for you if you want the other 60. $20.65 gets it home. Everything's on 5 flex pay. And then don't forget the 10-pack of the envelopes. I know a lot of you that are purchasing this today are making the extra little investment and picking up the envelopes. Those are also 10 for $20 and change. Because now you take your panels with you, you throw them in a bag, and you don't lose your dies that you've spent all your money on. 765-440 is your item number. This is beautiful. By the way, I want to give you the measurements on it so you know exactly where it's going to go. About 15.7 by 13 by 6 1/4, okay? So those are your measurements. It is nicely made, really beautiful quality, Tiffany. So you really outdid yourself, and once you get this home, you're gonna understand it is such a joy to know where everything is. Whether you've got a small collection like me, or you've got a ginormous collection, at least you have your everyday dies in one neat little place.
Right, and if you think about all the money you've invested in your dies, this is a way to keep them accessible, to keep them organized so that you can find them and you can use them. You're gonna have the tabs at the end so you can label what's on each panel. You can label both sides of the tab, but it really is the perfect way. And like you said, this is a piece of equipment, right? This is something you are gonna have forever, the die storage box. It is built well, it is heavy wood. You said about taking your dies with you. The reason we have the panel sleeves is because this is like a piece of furniture. You don't want to haul it around, but you do want to take your dies. I mean, when you look at this panel, look at all the nesting dies. One other little tip, you have nesting dies, they usually come with something like this that gives you all the dimensions. Just go ahead and put it on there right next to the dies, and then you know the exact dimensions of those dies. But you can see even these thin metal dies are stuck right onto the panel. The magnets are holding them securely, and you're really able to see those dies and actually use them, get to them. So it's a great option for getting your dies organized, keeping them organized, and it does fit in your cube storage. So you can put 2 in each cube.
You're a genius, lady. Every organizational item you bring us. Really smart, really well made, great quality. Thank you, Tiffany, for stopping by. We always appreciate you stopping by. Hey, by the way, we're gonna take a quick little moment, everybody. Merry Craftsmas continues here at HSN.